guy, Commander Cold in our clan?
Yeah.
Why does no one in our clan play the game? I'm gonna start
Ow,
kicking
get
people.
off me.
Kick like Ezra and
I'm not kicking at. Ow, stop scratching me.
kick, especially the kick Destroy.
That's
That guy needs to get out
Elijah.
of here.
That's Elijah.
I know.
I'm not kicking anyone. Because
Why?
no one deserves to be kicked. But we have. There's. That wasn't weird. Technically, because it's like. No. Well, No. Black card. Ooh, first dragon. 6, 7. Okay. Hog Rider. Actually, okay. Kind of a lightning. Hog. Hog.
Wait, I'm really confused at where my. I also left my controller down. I'm gonna go get it. Sorry, what were you? video I caused you. Miles, shut up. How this- Look how the bro, the way you're like oh my gosh, smash you, idiot!
Huh?
Trying to smash you again.
Okay. That's not good. That's good. ignored.
All main characters.
3, 2, 1, go!
So fun. Oh, really? Yeah. The game controller. Of course.
Where am I? I thought I was.
Did they A a second time? Oh.
Alright, sir. Grab a controller.
It's like. What?
No, I split mine. I have that one charging over there.
There you go. I have a long board if we need to plug it in. He just
Stop battle! Torrid, Sephiroth, King TDD. Falco, Troy, Troy. Falco,
Alright.
Go!
I suck at it.
Are you dead already? Yeah.
I know, I know.
Yeah, knocked him.
その怒りで私を思い出せ。
He's such a spammable character.
Stop battle!
Not a fan of the cheese, eh?
It's kind of
Pikachu! Raw!
Bobby like
Three, two, one, go!
Oh, I tried reflecting it too. That,
Did it? It's a little reflective.
yeah. Well, it's also like it doesn't give it more speed. It just reflects the speed back. wait, that could bring that thing. I could shoot that a different direction. What? Oh.
Oh, there's no way I dodged.
Wait. Trying to figure this out. It's okay. Villagers. Villagers.
Thanks a lot.
I'm the one that's. Oh wait. Only villagers that stock. Oh, I do. Yeah. No, the only villager has 2 stock. He could drop the bowling ball. That's funny.
I definitely overexcited.
Oh, interesting.
Dang, I thought that was a long. I don't know what even happened.
I guess your counter only goes left or right, and so since I was below you, and I was like, I was just, I guess, tickling your feet.
No, you hit me while I was.
Yeah, that's what I mean, but you were not able to get me since you're going left
No,
or
it
right.
swings all the way.
Yeah, it goes,
Like a
it goes.
circle? It doesn't just go right or left, it goes in the whole circle. It would have hit me, but I don't know why. I guess you hit me before.
It could be also the fact is a multiple spin. I don't know. Do you,
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah. Alright. After this game, we gotta recharge, okay? Please, Meta Knight, your only response is to spam. What else can Meta Knight do besides spam?
Oh, that was not.
Wait, are you Meta Knight? Oh, my bad. I thought. You're promising. That's definitely. Was interesting.
What?
bar spammable character.
Honey, help! Oh. Wow. You're complaining about your
He's like pot shot. He's like pot shot. Pot shot.
Stop.
200%. My crown. My glory. That was bad.
Oh.
You know,
Why throw away nobody?
I'm okay. You guys have like leveled up in my absence.
In your butt. Are you guys getting Ethan today? No?
Ethan's home. He's not like home, but he's not working today. I'm telling you, Ethan's home.
Yeah.
Logan, have you asked like that one question about white and all that? What? No, I've never told him.
Equator lights. It's 410. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's the Q. The trait is easy to forget though, because other characters just have passive traits. To activate the trait, yeah. It's dependent per character. You have to read their traits. All right, we'll pray. Can you use your own for amazing? Thank you for the amazing gifts of just this life. Even the amazing gift of us messing with Roblox files and then finding ourselves in the pickle. Thank you for the amazing freedoms of our friends here in Smash Bros. And you're a good guy with amazing gifts. May we always use it to turn around and look towards you and just have delight in your word. Have delight in even the commentary about your word as we grow to be more and more like you. May that be our first delight always. Amen. So Yahweh said to himself, I will never again despise the ground on account of humanity, because the inclination of the human heart is evil from its youth. I will never again strike everything living as I have done. Never again for all the days of the earth will seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night cease. God blessed Noah and his sons and said to them, be fruitful, be numerous, fill the earth. Reverence toward you and awe toward you will be on all the living things on the earth, on all the birds in the sky, on everything that moves on the ground, and on all the fish in the sea. They are given into your power. Everything that moves that is alive will be yours as food. As I gave you green plants, everything is yours, yet flesh within its life, its blood, you must not eat. All right. Thanks to you, Ethan. Yeah. Yeah. Of the human heart is evil from its youth. Mm. Um, we definitely see from the flood, he has a, like Yahweh, like the deeps and the windows in heaven, he opens them and lets the deluge happen. So I don't think it will happen at that scale, because the hyperbole in Genesis is at ultimate scale. And so like there are like local, like there's a moment where it's the rebels of Korah, and the ground literally swallows them up and eats them. And so, but I don't, this definitely is, I'll say is definitely saying nothing at the level of the flood. And so this is actually a promise to earth. If you think about it, because of human compromise, I'm not going to go this grand scale of destruction. Any thoughts, Logan?
I mean, Noah's a prophet, and prophets usually have to do with either a city or like a national level prophet, like Isaiah, for example. He's a national level prophet, and I mean, there's evidence of a local flood in the Middle East, and a very large one actually, and also I would just say like there hasn't been any evidence of that large of a scale flood ever since that evidenced one. So that's my thoughts, my opinion.
Thank you, Logan, for your thoughts and opinions. Yeah, it's really interesting. I think this is like truly the mercy of Yahweh. Just in mercy, because we're supposed to fill the earth with, with righteousness, so acting in right relationship with justice. But yet, humanity fills it with blood. That's And so then decreation happens as a response. And so we see that later on when it comes to judges and things like that, when it comes to the kings, like the famine and stuff like that, is decreation happening. Because Yahweh's hand is like, he said, pretty much he took the non-creation material and put his hand, with his word, he says, you will now be like being part of like reproducing life. And so what interesting stood out to me is like now throughout, like we're supposed to actually partner with creation towards their flourishing. But it's interesting how more and more compromise happens, it's like we have more and more subjugation over the living things. And so I find that really interesting. What's up? What's your thought? Everything moves. Oh yeah. Flesh with its life, its blood you must not eat. This actually, you'll see this in Israelite practice. That you're actually, this is actually really cool because we know this today, right? Like blood within you sustains you. It is a very weird thing when your blood is outside of you. You know, which when we look at the Bible, bloodletting makes no sense, right? You know what bloodletting is? It's like the ancient practice of like, they used to think that to like when the Black Plague was like, especially like when the Black Plague was going around, bloodletting was like literally making them bleed. And they'll think that making them bleed will help them recover. And also there are like actually a lot of practices away from Yahweh that, and to get power, you release blood. And so it is a very biblical, beautiful, ancient to see life in his blood. And so the ancients, you actually had to release all the blood, at least ancient Israelites. You had to release all the blood out of your, like you say, your cow, like you slaughter a cow. You do not eat it with any of the blood in it. You know what's actually really interesting is when we eat a piece of steak, that's actually not blood. It's actually a protein, which is fascinating. Yeah, it's that, yeah. When people say rare, really rare.
Also, it's talking about Noah and his sons to be fruitful, be numerous, fill the earth. These are like the same words as in the beginning with Adam and Eve. It's like it's a new creation. Like just as the flood was a decreation, like the earth was formless and void, the waters were over the face of the earth. Just like Noah, the waters were over the face of the earth, and now the waters receded, and now they're just like a new family, Noah.
A few years ago, a couple who were friends of mine left the seminary and moved to another part of the country. He to be a pastor, she to be a counselor. We kept an occasional touch through email, and it eventually emerged that their marriage was in trouble and that they were separating. End of story, I imagine, as far as that marriage was concerned. But 3 weeks ago, I had another email. It turned out that the couple are back together and very hopeful for the future. There was a possibility of new life when I thought there was no such possibility. When humanity has gone totally wayward and the world is to be flooded and its life is to be terminated, that looks like the end, but it is not the end. Actually, I'll have one last thing, really important thought. Yahweh is not angry. Actually, throughout all this, throughout all the flood, it actually says he was sad. He does the first time we see an angry Yahweh is actually with Moses. When Moses is making a whole bunch of excuses He's like, don't send me. I can't talk. He's like, and then Yahweh's like, didn't I make the mouth? Make the, like, come on. And so I think it's a really important thing that in all this, Yahweh was not angry. He actually was really sad. There is a possibility of new life when you would have thought there was no such possibility. First, God reflects on what the story has taught us so far. Once more, it speaks as though God has learned a thing or two through what has happened. Although this might again be just a metaphorical way of speaking, Genesis does describe God discovering things as humanity's story progresses. So maybe this is another example. The story so far causes God to make a new decision. God has tried all but destroying the earth. But God knows that although this action makes a point, it gets no one anywhere. So God decides to accept the world as it is because it is necessary to accept humanity as it is. This does not mean being happy with the world and humanity, but it does mean coming to terms with who they are. Only when you have knowledge of the situation can you start to do something about it. At this point, we learn nothing about what God indeed will do until we get to the Abraham story. God is involved only in a holding operation that involves God's never again despising or dismissing the ground. Translations usually have God not cursing the ground, but this is not the word for curse that God previously used. God is referring not to that original curse, but to the harsh treatment God has more recently meted out to the ground in flooding it. Thus, God accompanies this promise with the resolve never again to exterminate animate things. On the more cosmic scales, God now guarantees the annual cycle of sowing and reaping, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night. God's reason for this guarantee is especially remarkable. It is because the inclination of the human heart is evil from its youth. God is wondrously illogical as only God can be. It'll be more logical if God said, I will not destroy the earth again. Although the inclination of the human heart is so evil, and that is what some translations have God saying. But God uses the ordinary word for because, which hardly ever, if ever, means altogether. Not surprisingly, what God has to say is more profound than one would have expected. God's grace operates not despite human sin, but because of human sin. I like that. There is a further possibility worth thinking about. Although this termination issues from God's grace, it falls on Noah's sacrifice and on the way that sacrifice pleased God. Now, sacrifices are enacted worship and enacted thanksgiving, but they are also enacted prayers. When Israel offered its morning and evening whole offerings, one thing it was doing was asking for God's blessing and protection for the day and the night, Of course, you could pray without making an offering, especially when you were away from the temple or after the temple was destroyed, but where possible, you would accompany your prayer with an offering. So maybe an implication of Noah's offering was, now that it's all over, give us your blessing. Please don't do it again. God's undertaking is then an answer to that prayer. If this is so, it reminds us of another facet of the importance of our worship and prayer. Sometimes God's act of grace and mercy are a response to prayer. If we don't pray, the world may miss some acts of grace and mercy. As James 4 frighteningly puts it, you don't have because you don't ask. The end of Genesis 8 puts God's resolve negatively. God will not despise or strike the world again. The beginning of Genesis 9 puts it positively. Back at the beginning, God blessed God blessed the first human beings and encouraged them to be fruitful. Now God is setting creation going again in a new act of creation. Once again, God blesses the human beings and encourages them to be fruitful and numerous and fill the earth. Once again, God moves on to the question of their relationship with the animate world. In Genesis 1, they were to master it and hold sway over it, a project with positive implications for the animate world. Humanity's job was to get the animate world to live in harmony. But that did not come about. And Genesis has come to apply a situation in which people eat animals rather than caring for them. Although God is now setting the creation going again, things are not the same as they were at the beginning. That is implicit in the patriarchal aspect to this blessing. In Genesis 1, God blesses the first man and woman. Here, God blesses Noah and his sons. And the animate world has reason for a different attitude to human beings. The words for reverence and awe are also words for fear and dread. And maybe both connotations apply. Reverence and awe and attitude of submission was what was expected from the beginning. God wants no repetition of the assertiveness of the snake, but now humanity has come to like meat, so fear and dread on the animal's part are also appropriate. There is a qualification on the permission to eat meat. People must not eat flesh with its blood, with its life, its blood. One obvious implication is that they mustn't eat live animals, which might seem an unlikely practice, though I understand there have been peoples who have done so. But more significant is the implication that you must drain the blood from an animal when you kill it before cooking it. Because blood is a sign of life. When you lose blood, you lose life. You lose life. So if you eat blood, you are eating life, and life belongs to God. Letting an animal's blood drain recognizes that the animal's life came from God and is going back to God. Draining an animal's blood before cooking it became a key principle in the Torah in connection with eating meat, and it is still a key principle in Jewish kosher observance. Genesis tells us it goes behind the distinctness of the Torah's expectation of Israel, which are not obligations for other peoples. It is an expectation that obliges humanity as a whole. It is a key principle in Muslim halal observance, and it is one of the first great Christian conference in Jerusalem, described in Acts 15. Agreed should be binding on Gentile as well as on Jewish Christians. Now, we might not need to be legalistic about its observance, but like Genesis 1, it does raise question about the way we in the West treat meat as a commodity nicely packaged in the supermarket without thinking about how it got there. The method we use in raising animals as food are horrifically callous, and these are creatures with God's life in them. All right. Anything you guys like?
I really honor John Goldingay and his commentary, his For Everyone series, as whenever a passage deals with humanity's disgrace towards another animate creature, he always points it out. And a lot of people don't do that, especially in this day and age, or just throughout history. You know, we like to just have our strong rule, but to take the time and honor these creatures is a great feat that I enjoy from John Goldingay.
Welcome, friends. We also love Smash Bros. Well, we do take a moment to read the beautiful scriptures and discuss what we read. So yeah, I completely ADHD missed what you said.
Okay.
Can you
Yeah,
sorry?
I
Can you
guess-
tell
I
me
guess
again?
I guess repeat.
Yeah.
I honor John Goldingay because in his For Everyone series, whenever a passage deals with animal suffering or humans using their power as advantage over animals and creatures, he recognizes that the Bible is totally against that, and that we should treat all animate life with honor and respect. And I really like how John Goldingay, and I honor him for that.
Thank you. That's one thing, like, because of a lot of views on the end times, like, you could just, there's a famous, he's a dead preacher now, but a famous preacher says, like, yeah, when Jesus comes back, he's going to destroy the heavens and the earth and create a new one. So pretty much let the trees burn. But it's really interesting. And this is why I don't hold to that. I see more of a renewed creation because of passages like that and a lot more passages later on. Any thoughts, Ethan? You have another question? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he did. He was sad. He knew he was sad because of humans' response to he was sad because we're supposed to fill the earth rule it with actually justice and righteousness. You know, like take animals. We're talking about animals for now, right? Like we're supposed to be at peace, actually rule over them in a way where they flourish. You know, I say look at domesticated dogs. Dogs live longer inside houses than they do in the wild. Like it's like we're supposed to be at peace with the world, but yet we fill it with violence. And so like, and it seemed like this is just the one time that he responded and with the flood. Wherever you hold local or global. And Rowan, to interesting though, to answer your question, I do hold that God is omniscient, omnipotent. Yes, he's all knowing, all powerful. The thing is though, when we read the narrative, the scriptures beautifully show a God who steps down to our level and responds on how we react. Like there's always that part where there's a freedom that's limited and are always giving choices. So I think you could also look at prophecy. Whenever there was a prophecy of judgment, he will pronounce judgment always with the hope that they repented. If they repented, that judgment didn't happen. And so with that, with the Amis, you gotta also see a God who steps down with creation and interacts with it. That's the personal. There's in ancient Jewish thinking, there is like two qualities of Yahweh, which are always in tangent. You have his personal, his coming down, and you also then have his all powerful, like his, you know, above army king Yahweh. Like those two things are happening at once. And so it feels like a contradiction, and that's okay. You just gotta live with the narrative. Like I'll say, it's a beautiful living with a God who like partners with humanity and responds with humanity. All right. Switch over some Smash Bros now. It's just other desires are creeping in. Oh, turn this on. Oh, it is on. Oh wait, I'm being a silly goose. There we go.
Stop battle. Hero.
Oh. I think it was. There we go. Yeah, 1 second. Ooh. Yeah, right now we're playing locally. random Rosalini. Nice counter. Starry! Ah. It's like it's such a pretty like her sitting the nice. Gosh, he rolled. I'm gonna get 3 stocked, am I?
120%.
Oh man, I am not feeling Rosalina. Oh. Oh. Just rolled that bottom. I love how like unabashedly like wrestling he is.
Wow.
Oh. Oh, there we go. GG. At least I get 3 stock. I'll take it. All right. All right. Hey, bro. Oh my bad. Here, we can just go back and we can pick it. I have a habit of just picking Battlefield. It's a good training ground for me. Fun.
Stop battle.
I want to go in like order of
Just
all
start
the-
throwing up.
Mega Man. Mega Man. Mega Man.
Mega Man.
Pikachu.
Want to try to get. That's why progressive playing like
Hmm.
for
3, 2, 1, go.
oh I see.
I need to like after this map, don't let me forget to change something on my controller. Keep forgetting. I keep telling myself in the game, and then after the game, I forget to do it.
I like this map actually. Okay, I'll be honest. Okay.
Oh. I hold that for too long. Oh, nice. Ooh. Oh, oh! Yeah? Oh. Huh?
That early.
Oh, really?
Oh, he did.
Okay.
Wait. Maybe now. Big battle.
Stop battle. Roy.
He is a very garbage character.
I'm gonna be
Superman.
I think even Ethan. Wait, how are you? Crash.
Kill your bees.
What?
You try to throw me at your little mine. Your favorite characters are just mine characters. How could I? He's like, how could I play Snake without playing Snake? He does have 2 stocks, so he's kind of allowed to camp. Oh, nice count. Nice. Oh. I was close enough to the edge. Hey, that hit real well. Oh, okay. Don't grab the ledge.
Oh god.
No, don't go into that. Oh!
Oh! Dang it. Gonna do, Val? Let's do it.
This is how these
Look
get.
at you guys!
I'm trying. Leave me alone. I'm like down to like 130 HP. I'm trying to like tightrope a fight.
god. Have to hit every single shot on me, like for real, bro. Oh my god. You're actually so annoying. Why are you just running around the whole freaking time?
Okay, talk about what you get. Nice. You wanna play again?
I don't want
I'm probably gonna also have to get Taco Bell on the way back. I haven't had Taco Bell in ages. This one? You wanna do We Fit?
Stop battle.
I'll play We Fit.
We Fit Trainer. Falco.
It'll be him.
Moonwick. King TDD.
Yeah, it's not good though, because then you're stuck in that. I can reflect. Oh yeah, do that in a 1v1v1.
2, 1, go!
Watch the flow of my movements as I demonstrate.
Bro, why'd you do that?
Keep your hands and heels on the floor. Hold this pose for 30 to 40 seconds. Now, return to your original position.
Oh.
Watch the flow of my movements as I demonstrate.
Okay, so I release. I haven't really played We Fit Trainer.
Distribute your weight equally between both
I
legs.
feel like We Fit Trainer is like a PR character.
Now, return to your original position.
Oof.
Watch the flow of my movements as I demonstrate.
Oh my god!
Keep training and working on your sides. Now, return to your original position.
Trying to figure this thing out. say salute the sun. Is that what they're saying? Salute the sun?
Watch the flow of my movements as I demonstrate.
Oh my gosh, it's dying.
While exhaling, bend forward and touch your toes with both hands.
No! Oh, good hit. Good job. Have you? We don't know.
Like some weird rabbit hole.
Mewtwo. Heroes Mario. Hero. Three, two, one, go!
Oh, this guy, he's not like he has a spin. See ya. Oh.
Leave the heck alone.
Gosh, it's like if I leave you alone, you just do some sort of magic pot shot at me. My rain race punch me.
Nice.
Game.
Was that on accident?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
obviously I don't know why I do that on purpose.
There are times where you're like, I'm done fighting. And I was like, I hope it wasn't one of those. But I've had my fair share. Can we quickly go back?
Yeah. God.
Yeah. It's like tilt attacks is not settings. At least for the game controllers, everything else it is. There we go. Be really interesting. WR 26. Thanks everybody.
Stop battle. Corona Blast. Donkey Kong. Go!
Oh. What the heck just hit me there? Hey?
I'm not good at Donkey Kong as you can tell, but I'll keep practicing.
I just rolled over. Boom, boy.
Get another one?
cooking us with fun. Okay. Some fun matches. Yeah, we can go now. Alright. Oh. Yeah, well, I'm gonna take him home and I'll be back. It's great.
Down for adventure. Tuesday adventure? Go.
Alright. I love you guys.
Has not
I'll
been
see you when I get back.
like-